Hello. Alright. This is a bit uncomfortable. I think one of my teammates is named after a certain frisky character in history. He's leveling up quite nicely, isn't he? He's obviously quite committed to that account. Alright. Let's get some music. There you go. A little tap on that somehow brings music into the fray. Oh, this is kind of good. We're pink and we're going to be Paladin. A pink Paladin of righteousness. That's what we're going for. Ready to work. We can get like some towers here, block this bit off, but have access for my allies to get out the base if they need to. I'm on the outside. You've got to remember these things. One of the things that we know is where we're positioned. I could even have it sort of like allowing them to get an entrance inside if they need to. Somewhat clunkily. Almost like a trap. So, Zachary is responsible for this request. He basically just wants me to go Paladin and then whatever the heck it is that I want to do with the Paladin. So I figured we'd do something a bit more righteous and try to get sort of like a bit of each of the Alliance, because the Paladin's like, you know, he's got the Alliance's back. He's all for the Alliance. He loves the Alliance. He can't get enough of the Alliance. So we're going to sort of like spruce in some footmen, maybe riflemen, some spellbreakers. If I can, a few casters as well. But I won't go too heavy on those because I don't have Brilliance Aura. So they won't be very useful after, you know, a few minutes. And then, of course, finish off with some knights and perhaps some griffins. We'll see what we can do. Obviously, it just depends on how the game is going to go. I've only really got one expansion available to me in this position. The one at the top is like a no-go. So, yeah. Paladin's out. We'll go do some creeping up here. Whilst I'm building up some resources.
I am not afraid. Let me face the better orders. What would you ask? Job done. Let me face the
So we come back and then try to squeeze in blacksmith or something. So we try to get a bit of everything. Don't go too heavy down any particular type of unit type.
Let me face the better. I am not.
I'm going to use this guy to scout.
At your call.
Excuse me whilst I just have a quick look. Pull this over so I can read it a bit easier. I'll get another footman whilst we're waiting. So we can see we've got a Night Elf opponent over here. He's a Papa John. Ah, this guy's taking my green spot. Dude. Attack! Need to finish off with that. Apparently we need both of us to do this green spot over here. Just being annoying to this guy. I'm gonna tech. Okay, I guess that archer's just gonna carry on going. Ah, no. So we're gonna try to be careful and not get killed if we can. He has to be doing up here or something because he clearly seems busy, right? Right. Time for riflemen now. And a whole bunch of militia. Just take them all.
What would you ask of me? As you wish. At your call. Orders? What would you ask of me?
Yes, me lord.
Let me face
More
the
work. Off I go then.
At your call.
What is it?
I am not afraid.
Yes, my liege.
What would you ask of me?
You need.
More work. What is it? Yes,
I am
me
not
lord.
afraid. Strike with great vengeance.
Yes, me lord. If you want.
Let me face the devil. It shall be done.
I guess I'll go Devotion Aura. Not Devotion Aura, sorry. The absolute opposite of Devotion. Oh yeah, thank you, Purple. I don't get this. I mean, that's fantastic. Like, seriously.
I am not afraid.
That's super useful.
More work. Right.
Yes, my liege. I am not afraid.
What is it?
It's like, just let me just pop in and just see if I can soak up any spare experience that you've worked on right now.
What is it?
It's so rude. I don't even know if he knows he's doing that, but he is doing that.
I am not
Let me just see if I can steal anything possible. Even just a few scraps. It'll be better than nothing.
At your call. You have a target? I am not afraid.
Okay, so we got the tech going. We got a good little base. Got expansion underway. Got a few units. We'll work towards spell breakers and some casters, that kind of stuff, but pretty much tech up towards knights if we can. So we're up against 2 players potentially here. And I'm not going to be able to kill anything. So let's come over there. How are we doing on peasants? We could do with like one more. We finished that. Get a tower there. This is probably cleared. Is there an expansion? Nope, nothing to play with. Just double check. Okay, come back to the orange spot. So Zachary says, "Hey Wtii, your response to my last request, Night Elf casters, was very informative." Oh yeah, 1 versus 2. Okay, so we can't do anything. Was very informative. It improved my gameplay a lot. Thank you very much for the rundown. I went above and beyond. Today my request is a lot less of a lesson and more of something just for fun. Human, solo hero, paladin. Units can be whatever you want. I just want to see the paladin get some love. Thank you very much. Alright, so let's tech up. Thank you very much there, New Times, for this. So now the 1 versus 2 continues. Need to kind of get both the towers up if I can. We might be doing this again, to be honest. This is not looking great. There's nothing for me to play with because there's nothing for me to creep. And I'm against 2 players. So it's looking a bit meh, isn't it?
On my way. I am not afraid.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my
Let me
lord.
face the devil for my people. You need. I am not afraid. Say the word. Of course. Let me face the devil. You need. It shall be done. Say the word. At your call. Orders.
What?
I am not.
Don't mind me.
What do you need?
Just chilling in my own base. There goes my tower. Feels good.
I am your shooter. Let me face the devil. What do you need? At your call.
Yes, my lord.
What would you ask of me? As you wish. For my people. For honor. I am not afraid. Strike with grace, vengeance. At your call. Let me face the devil. At your call. I am your shooter. I am not. You have a target? I'll take care of it. I am your shooter. For my people. As you wish. It shall be done. For my people. It shall be done. At your call.
Well, that was smooth. No punishment whatsoever for me there.
Yes, my lord.
Locked and loaded.
Off I go then.
What do you need?
Let's get a few more footmen back in. Because I want that more mixed army that the paladin is supposed to be representing.
I am not afraid. For my people. It shall be done.
Aye, son.
I am not afraid.
What? Right then.
Ready for it?
Lord. Forward.
I am your shooter. What is it? For honor. At your call. For my people.
Stormbolt, Stormbolt, Stormbolt.
For my people. As you wish. For my people. I am not target.
Good Stormbolt.
As you wish. What would you ask?
Now we can get knights and some spell breakers, and then into like priest orcs, that kind of stuff. And then if I can, squeeze in some griffins.
Say the word. I am not afraid. Our allied town is under on my way. You have a
Careful where you stand.
for honor. What would you ask of me? Let me out. At your call. It shall be done. Aye, sir. What would you ask?
Okay, Tauren Chieftain's coming in, so it's time to lose some units.
It shall be done.
He can't even raise the hammer quick enough.
It shall be done. Our forces are under attack.
Sorry, Rifleman. You know, the hammer didn't go up quick enough.
At your call. I await your command.
Oh, if you can.
Forward. Off I go then.
I really struggle to hit the bloody trees.
Let me face the devil. What would you ask? Sire? At your call.
got some defenses now, boys. Look at this for a defense. Yeah, you don't want to attack into that, do you? That's not much fun, is it? Ah, that's right. Your little 1 versus 2 escapade. Gonna be struggling a bit more now, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, let me just waste some time. Just buying myself some time. There we go. Now we got orange over here.
For the might of the Alliance.
That's like 3 of them there, isn't it? Oh, there's yellow.
Strike with great vengeance. I await your command. Magic in the air. At your call. For honor. In Lightbringer's name, Paladin. I am not afraid. At your call. Man me. Yes, at your call. Yes, my lord. Your honor. At your call. On it. Well, alas.
This fight seems to be going on forever. I think you got a bash proc there.
I am not afraid. It shall be done. For honor. Let me face the peril. Ready to work. At your call. Let me face the peril. More work. I am not afraid. At your call. Forces are under attack. I am not afraid. At your call. Hero has come alive. At your call. What ails? What? My aid for honor. At your call. I await your command. Forward. At your call. As you. Yes, my lord. At once. Let me face the peril. I am not afraid. Yes, my lord. What would you ask of me? At your call. For my people. What would you ask of me? Quick. Time is man. I am not afraid. Let me face the peril. I am not afraid.
Your Honor.
At your call.
Time.
I am the blood elves away. I am not afraid. What ails you? As you at your call.
Yes,
be
my
quick. Time is man. Let me face the peril. Evil to me is my aim.
I
On
await
with
your
it.
command.
Tactical.
Your Honor.
He's got quite the tasty army now.
It shall be done. At your call. On with it.
Yes, my
Watch and learn. I am not.
Jeez. Okay, we might have lost because that guy's got like 6 million griffins.
Your Honor.
We don't have a good answer to that.
Is under
I am
siege.
not afraid. The blood elves
Sire?
await. What would you ask of me? Get on with it. It's come to this. What ails you? Right away. I am
Yes,
not
my
afraid. From
Oh,
magic.
word. I can't do that.
At your call. Blood elves await. Let me face the enemy.
Your Honor.
At your call.
Orange needs to pump out those steam tanks, doesn't he?
With
Your Honor.
let me face the enemy. What do you need?
Job done.
You can count on me.
Yes, allies town is
Get on
under
with
siege.
it. Is someone in
At
the
your
blood
word,
elves
attack.
await? Be quick. Time is mana. Yes, my friend. The blood elves
I'll
await.
do what it takes.
And be quick. Time is mana. Easily done. I am not afraid.
You can count on me.
See if I can get out of this without TPing.
I thirst for match my aim.
You can count on me.
What ails mana? As you
It shall be done.
Yes, my
Oh, they got gyros now as well.
magic.
Count me in.
Get on with what ails you. As you wish. I am not afraid. Is someone's
I'll
mana?
do what it takes.
My
Forces
aim
are
is
under
the
attack.
blood elves away.
Man,
I am not afraid. For my people.
Job
Yes,
done.
my lord.
For the king. You can count on me. Your Honor. At once. I
I
swear
am
it.
not afraid. What ails
I'll
you?
do what it takes. You're the boss.
On with it. I smell
Yes,
magic.
my lord. For the king.
Let me face it.
And sire.
I am not afraid.
I await your command.
At your call.
Yes.
I think we're outgunned again. The righteousness of the Paladin is not enough to push forward in this game. Definitely outgunned.
Your forces are under attack.
I am not. I am not afraid. At your call. Let me face the enemy.
Need like another expansion.
I am
It's going to be pretty hard to get an expansion over there though.
Off I go then. I await your command.
Nice.
on with it.
Picking that off though is a big deal.
I swear it. At once.
I am not afraid. At your call. I smell that I face it quick. Time is
Your
now.
Honor.
I am not afraid.
You're the lion, Necro. Just keep trying. It'll work eventually. If it doesn't work straight up the first time, there's no sweet answer to it.
Sir. Your Honor. Absolutely. What do you ask? It's hammer time. Sire.
Let the blood elves
I'll do what I like. It's under siege.
thirst for magic.
I wait.
At your call. Quick. Is mana.
Strike with great vengeance.
Just for magic. Let me face the enemy.
Our forces are under attack. It's under siege. All right.
I am not blood elves. For honor.
Strike with great vengeance.
As you wish. For my
It's pretty hard to focus the Morts when they're millions miles away.
at your call. It shall be done. For my for honor.
Looks like a bad fight.
Job done. Job done. Job done.
This does not look like a good fight, boys. Keep running.
It shall be done.
Our gold mine is running low.
For honor. At your call.
I'm going elsewhere to hope that they don't go this way. They're probably going to go this way in a second.
What would you ask of me?
Hope they get distracted.
Forces are under attack.
I am not afraid. Let me face it on with it.
They'll come this way in a moment. There it is. That's what I want.
Let me face the peril. At your call. For honor.
Command me.
I am not my thirst for magic. It shall be done.
You can count on me.
For my
Just want to distract him. Although there is some attention over here, unfortunately. Oh, I TP'd, but it must have been a Stormbolt. Because I couldn't do it. Oh well, distraction complete. That's a shame. I don't get it. Oh, this game's well and truly over, isn't it? Alright. I will go into another one, but I want to win. So I'll go Paladin and Mass Rifles instead of trying to get a bit of everything. Diluted myself a bit too much. Although, to be fair, it did seem to work quite well. It's just they had way too much on the right-hand side. Like, look at all those Griffins. He's had, like, 80 food of Griffins pretty much the entire game, and it's never gone down. So there's been no punishment, unfortunately, versus those Griffins.
Our town is under siege.
Yep, it's time to get mortared to death by 2 players. It's GG for me. If you go and try to get my hero back from the tavern, because there's 0% chance of him coming back right now. Yeah, my base is going to be dead, so that's that. I can't do much about that. I can't expand over here, unfortunately, so all I can do is just try to escape with whatever units possible. Feels bad, man. I have to lose my base, but there you go.
Your Honor. I'll do what it takes.
Be quick. Time is
Our
mana.
forces are under attack. Oh, word. Oh, easy.
Thirst for magic.
I think that's definitely GG, really. I mean, how much longer can you drag this game out? It obviously looks very clear that the enemy team is winning this.
Very clever. Easily done. I live to serve. What would you ask?
What? Oh, I do then. Yes, my lord.
As you wish, for my people.
Our forces are under
It shall be
attack.
done. For honor.
Command me. For the king. At once. Absolutely. At once. I swear. Our town is under siege. Absolutely.
I come to cleanse this land.
Oh, word. What is it? All right. Oh, it's here.
Someone injured.
Will do, Commander. What? What would you ask of me? I'm your dwarf.
Let me face the peril. For my
Okay, let's go and get a win then, because that was a bit disappointing. I felt like there was a lot of effort put in on that and not much reward, so let's do this. Hello, Robin. Yeah, MC was fine. I played it. It was okay. A bit boring though. Wasn't too much to do other than just shred and then ferocious bite over and over. Didn't get any loot, so it was even more boring in that sense. It'll always be a bit less boring if you actually get some loot. But there you go. That's the way the cookie crumbles. We'll go a bit more hardball now. A bit more easy mode. Paladin into pure rifles. Into Blood Mage, probably. If we're going to do a 1 versus 2 for the majority of the game, I'm going to need a bit more flexibility than just Paladin himself. Blood Mage is like that beautiful partner that just has got your back completely. He'll give you mana, he'll take mana away from the enemy, he'll push the enemy away. He makes it much harder for enemies to sort of like gang up on you. So he's a fantastic addition. That's kind of what I was missing a bit there. Do I play 1v1 or prefer 4v4? I prefer 4v4 when the games aren't bad. That game was fine. That was just, unfortunately, a loss, but it wasn't a bad game. Do you think I'd be able to main tank it? I don't know. I'm not really planning to do much of anything. I'm just playing the game. Just enjoying it. There's no sort of, oh, by this date I've got to be able to tank, and this date I've got to be able to be ready for BWL. There's none of that stuff going on. Just playing it. That's the beauty of the Druid, is you can just do anything and everything you want. I'm not one of these sort of super try-hard people. I sort of obsess about killing sort of raid bosses or anything like that. I don't give a shit. It's not that interesting to me. I didn't do much raiding back in vanilla. It wasn't that interesting. I'd still like to do it. Sort of at least see the raids. But I don't sort of like care too much to play them beyond that point. Because it's not that engaging. Nah, I only play Warcraft 3 as my RTS game. I think I reinstalled StarCraft 2, but that was more for the purpose of researching, seeing what the achievements and stuff that they implemented into the game were, and the guidelines, the tutorials at the start. But I've not actually bothered to log on. I don't have time for anything, to be honest. I don't play games like 24/7 like I used to when I was a kid. Hello, Matrix. I don't know when it will find another game. Hopefully not too long, but I don't have control over that. I would like to finish off with a win though, but there's no guarantee of that. It's a dangerous thing to do. It's a dangerous thing to do, is to try to go into another game assuming that it's going to be a win. But I will try hard to win. But I don't have full control, of course. My favourite bits of the last game was Purple just coming in to soak up any experience that I could possibly have got to help me in the 1 versus 2 situations. That was my favourite thing. In that previous game, it's like, okay, so I've got nothing to creep. There's 2 opponents against me if I dare to go any further out than my base. Lots of options. Lots and lots of options. Nice, nice, nice. Really gimped me on that one, didn't he? I like how you took from that. He's not enjoying Classic anymore. Not bothered about raiding or gearing up. I mean, what is Classic to you? It's something different to everyone. There's people that just jack off over sort of like playing raids over and over. I don't care that much about raids. I never did. Until I can get to Karazhan, when it's like a 10-man raid or something, it's a lot more interesting to me. I was the guy that sort of ganked Horde in Orgrimmar all day on my rogue. I'd almost never do raids. I'd only do dungeons, and I'd gank the Horde PvP. So, raiding has never been something that I've ever worried about that much. I did like it in TBC though, because I was in a proper raiding guild for that, and we were like one of the best on the server. So it was more interesting then than doing pugs and watching people consistently fuck up. What is the official Blizzard website? WC Mall Reimagining. Yeah, we did that. That's a YouTube video, WC Mall Reimagined, but I think it had an issue where you were supposed to maze around the points, but it could be exploited, because one of the players was exploiting it. It was okay, it was fine, but it had flaws. I remember that much. Not much else about it, though. other than that it had flaws. There's too many players, and too few people actually got to have much of an impact in the gameplay. Okay, let's get into some gameplay. It seems to have found it. Unfortunately, it's the same map, so this map doesn't give you many options. Unless you're the one in control. And if you have allies stealing your experience. I hate people that do that. It's like, fair enough if you want to sort of team up to creep stuff, but don't just fucking pop in when I've got like a few creatures left that I can obviously kill by myself. So you can just take every little ounce of experience possible. Don't do that. Don't be that dick. The next best thing to do in that is to take in the item that drops as well.
Ready to work.
Some night elf, AFK human, and a night elf. It's not looking good, is it? Okay. Oh, he's back now. So we haven't got orc or undead. Mass rifles will give me more units to play with, more micro potential. I think the sort of the mix of units I went last game was actually kind of cool though. I did sort of like get quite a lot of use out of them. So that was nice. It wasn't like completely fruitless.
What? Ready to work. What is it? All right. Ready to work. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Off I go then. What is it? Yes, my lord. What? Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
What is it? Ready to work. All work. What? Right. Job done.
Just have another sort of lined defense again.
Ready to work.
If I can, I'll try to get away with an expansion to my left, because then it means I can take the expansion to my right as well, depending on how
Done.
this night elf plays.
All work.
If I can get like a lumber mill or something solid.
Ready to work. What is it? Off I go then. All right. Yes, my lord. What? Right done.
Try and set up a lumber mill on that side.
All work. All right.
You can cancel that peon if you want, but I know I want to go for an expansion, so I'm going to carry on. Neutral hero craziness.
All work. Yes, my lord. Ready to work. Off I go then. Yes, my lord. Off I go then. Job done. All right.
You have a target?
Sir.
I'm your shooter.
At your call.
You have a target? I'm your shooter.
I am not afraid. All ready to work. What is it? What would you ask of me? Strike with great vengeance. At your call.
So spirited.
What would you
Very passionate. Very passionate chap.
at your call? All go.
We'll want to make sure we got a good base to hold back to.
You have a target? What do you need? I'll take care of it.
I'll get this guy to attack my paladin now, because he takes way less damage from piercing.
What do you need?
Job done. What is it? Yes, my lord.
Okay, here comes a bit of a risky move.
I'm your time to go.
Trying to go for this expansion without any scouting or whatnot.
Aye, sir.
It shall be done.
What the money? Aye, sir.
The pieces are put in place.
I am not afraid. All work. What would you ask?
Oh my god!
What is it? I am not afraid. All work. At your call.
What do you need?
What?
Aye.
Well, there you go.
Okay. I'll take care of it. Time to go. Take
All
action.
work. Ready to work. Or on. What is it? At your call. All work. Yes, my lord.
I'm your shooter.
What? All work.
Well, it went well, didn't it? See you later. This is my base now.
At your call.
Yes, my lord.
You have a target? Fire!
What is it? All right.
Aye, sir. I'm your
done.
shooter. Aye, sir. Let me face the peril. I'm your shooter. At your call. What do you need?
He's gonna need an ally to come and help him out now.
All right. Right.
Let me face the peril. Defend I'm your shooter. Justice will be served. Aye, sir. What do you need?
Job done.
Aye, sir. At your call. Strike with great vengeance. Aye, sir. Let me face the peril.
What is it?
I'm your shooter. I am not afraid. For my people. You have a target? I'm your shooter. Ask of me. I am. You have a target? At your call. Aye, sir.
Yes, my lord.
You have a target? Aye. Let me face the peril. Justice will be served. I'm your shooter.
All work. What? Off I go then.
Aye, sir. I've got the beast in my sight.
All work. Yes, my lord.
Build more walls. I am not afraid. You have a target?
Where are you going? Getting a bit carried away.
I am not afraid.
What is it?
Well, that is a better start.
I can't build that. No one else available. Righto.
At your call.
Ready to ask. Yes, my lord.
At your call.
What is it?
Basically tech up now.
Yes, my lord.
I am not afraid.
That's how it's done.
All work.
I am not afraid.
Ready to work.
At your call.
That's how you do it. The centaurs are coming in.
What is it? Righto. Yes, my lord.
That's level 2 flame strike, isn't it?
I'll take care of it.
Seems quite dangerous. Yeah, it is. I thought so. I could like recognize it.
It shall be done.
What is it? All work.
At your call. It shall be done. For honor. Let me face the peril.
I seem like way too much damage otherwise.
For my people. For honor. I am not
What?
afraid.
Off I go
What
then.
would you ask of me?
Almost
I am
done.
not afraid. It shall be done.
Never attack an undead base, remember?
For my people. What do you
Job done.
You have a target? Let me face the peril. For honor. What do you need? At your call. As you wish. For my people. Aye, sir. What would you ask? You have a target? I am your shooter. I am not afraid. What would you ask of me? It shall be done.
Blade Master.
For honor. Let me face
Yes,
the
my
peril.
lord. Yes, my lord. All work. Yes, my lord.
At your call.
Off I
I am
go
not
then.
afraid. For my people. You have a target? I'm your shooter. At your call. As you wish. You have it shall be done. For my people. For honor. It shall be done. Let me face
What
the
is
peril.
it? All right.
I am not afraid. What would you ask of me? Locked and loaded. At your call. I am not afraid. I'm your shooter. At your call. You have a target? I am not
Ready
afraid.
to work.
As you wish.
Yes, my lord. Righto. I can't build that. What is it?
What? Our forces are under attack.
All work. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
At your call.
Right, will I get enough assistance here? It doesn't look like it. Right now, I just see only my enemies. And little old me. So it's not looking great.
It shall be done.
Oh, wait, here we go. I'm getting some assistance.
At your call.
May as well go Devotion Aura, I've got no mana. That's nice. They're coming in to help out. Oh, you think you're going to take this base away from me? You're not, if my allies are going to come here and help. This is my base, son. This is my base now.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Richard Witty here.
He can't get out.
Easy. Can't build that. Off I go then.
At least he shouldn't be able to get out. Now he can get out. It's a very fast Paladin. Boosts the speed.
At your call.
Wouldn't let me get the farm down, unfortunately.
At your call. In Lightbringer's name.
But the base is up once again. You want to keep trying to take this base down? It's going to cost you, boys. It's going to cost you.
You have a target? At your call. I'm your shooter.
All work.
I did deliberately put up as much defense as I could. And thankfully my allies actually helped to respond because now we get to keep that base. where we wouldn't have got to keep it before, and the enemy have used up a lot of resources trying to take it down. So if they didn't do that, I would have been screwed, because I would have lost so much.
Let me face the peril.
Right, time to get that lumber mill
Can't build there. Right,
that you
what
can
is
build
it?
there, you're just not trying.
Yes, me lord.
I'm gonna get some defenses.
What? Job's done.
I am not afraid. It shall be done. For honor.
Level 1 Holy Light. Oh
What
yeah.
is it? Yes, me lord. What?
Upgrade complete.
Off I go then.
I am not
Mhm.
afraid.
Round 2.
Justice will be served.
What do you need? Okay. I'm your shooter.
Job's
What do you
done.
need?
What would you ask of me?
I'm your shooter.
I am not afraid. At your call.
Aye, sir. Okay.
More work. Yes, me lord. All right. Yes, me lord.
What would you ask of me? At your call.
All
I
right.
am not afraid.
What do you need?
At your call.
Aye, sir.
I am not afraid.
Ready
Let
to
me face
work.
the peril. At your
More
call.
work. Yes, me lord. Yes,
I
me
am
lord.
not
More
afraid.
work.
At your call.
Yes, me lord. Off I
What
go
would you
then.
ask of me? It shall be done. Strike with
Ready
great
to
vengeance.
work.
Let me face the peril. For honor, as you wish.
You have a target?
It's a little bit... I don't know. I don't like that.
Yes,
I think
me
I
lord.
prefer that.
More work. Off I go
Give me a
then.
bit more space to work with.
At your call.
This is the aim of the game, is really for me to just defend this point.
Take care of him. What do you need? Time to go. Aye, sir.
Thank you there for the sub.
You have a target?
Yes, me lord.
What do you need? You have a target?
I am not afraid. For honor,
I'm your
at
shooter.
your call.
Job done.
What would you ask of me? For my people.
More work. Job done. All right.
I am not afraid. At your call. I am not afraid. At your call. As you research complete. I am not afraid. At your call. I am not afraid. It shall be done.
Job's
Let me
done.
face the peril. What would you ask
That
of
looks
me?
pretty good to me.
What? Off I go then.
At your call. For honor.
Double pig.
I am not
What do you
afraid.
need?
As you
I can upset them now, and I'll have a good base to fall back to if I get into a 1 versus 2 again.
for honor. For my people. Defending your
You
name.
have a target? Aye, sir. I'll take care of
Let
it.
me face the peril. What would you ask of me? Strike with great vengeance.
Time to go.
I am not afraid.
You have a target?
Okay.
Ask of me.
I won't be able to walk out of that one easily enough.
Aye, sir. Time to go.
At your call.
There you go, he's blowing his mana now on the Nova coils that he's going to do.
Shall be done.
Yes, me lord.
I am not.
God, they are really desperate to take this base back, aren't they?
Yes, me lord. What is it? More work.
Let me face the peril.
Our forces are under attack.
I am not afraid. What would you ask of me?
That's 3 of them there. It's like, we really have to take this base back! I need to do like a 1 versus 1 so I can stop being versus 3. 1 and 2. It's like, what the fuck, man?
It shall be
Why
done.
is everyone so fucking obsessed with trying to kill me?
You have a target?
Face the peril. I am not afraid.
Can't be a coincidence, right? Can it?
More work.
Surely this can't be a coincidence.
At your call.
Aye, I'll take care of it.
I am not afraid.
You have a
It shall be
target?
done. For honor. As you wish. Let me face the peril. It shall be done. At your call. Let me face the peril. For honor.
Yes, me lord.
At your call.
Job's done.
What do you need? You have a
Let
target?
me face the peril.
Aye. I'll take care of it.
At your call.
What do you need?
What would you ask of me? As you wish. For my people.
What is it? Job's done.
At your call. As you wish.
I can't get out.
What would you ask of me? For my people.
There we go.
For honor. As you wish. I am
You have a target? What do you need?
Face the peril. What would
It does come across that way. Those people sort of dedicate their lives almost to trying to kill me. Even at like the actual absolute detriment of their own sort of survival. He's got so many low units, he's going to feed all of those to the enemy team. I can just smell it.
It shall be done. For honor. As you wish. For honor. At your call. For my people.
Locked and loaded.
It shall be done. For honor.
If you want to carry on chasing, that's good. We're just wasting time whilst they're getting decimated at the top.
For honor.
This guy's got a hard on for me. It's actually a bit scary.
Face the peril. It shall be done. What would you ask of me? I am not afraid. As you wish. For my people. It shall be done. Let me face the peril.
What do you need?
At your call.
Aye, sir.
Face the peril. For honor. It shall be done. For my defending your
You have a target?
at your call.
Aye, sir. What do you need? Aye, sir.
I am not afraid. What would you ask of me? At your call.
What? Yes, my lord. All right.
I am not afraid.
What is it? Ready to work. All work. Off I go then.
At your call. I am not afraid.
To the ends of the earth.
Lord,
To the ends of the earth.
You have a target?
It shall be done.
Allies' town is
For
under
honor.
siege.
For my people. At your call.
What is it?
Aye, sir.
Face the peril. As you wish. For honor.
What?
Let me face the peril. At your call.
I'm your suitor.
At your call. I am not afraid.
You have a
At your
target?
call. As you
Aye, sir.
It shall be done. For honor. Let me face
Yes,
the
my
peril.
lord. More work. Yes, my lord. Builder. Yes, my lord.
At your call. As you
Aye,
Done.
for honor. For my
Our allies' town is under siege.
Time for the reckoning. I never got that blood mage, did I? It just didn't work out that way.
for honor. Justice will be served.
Oh well, Paladin mass rifles. We still got that though. And we got the upgrades coming through. They're gonna have free one soon.
Under siege. Job done.
I think they need help, to be honest.
Done.
I am not afraid.
You have a target?
I am not.
They haven't said anything, but I'm pretty sure they need help.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Like, can we do enough damage down here? Before we TP up there? I feel like we should just TP, right?
For honor.
Oh well, I guess we're going for Orange's base then. Alright, spam out those riflemen. You've been on 50 food for a little while now.
Aye, sir.
Our allies'
See if we can get in there for like the main base or something. Yellow's not even with them, so at least they're one player down
I'm
there.
your suitor.
I am not afraid.
You have a target? Aye, sir.
Let me face the peril. I am not afraid.
What do you need? You have a target?
I think Teal can handle that. Just slaughter this. Surely we gotta help. Yeah,
Aye.
gotta help. They can't survive like that forever. Of course, red comes in there at the moment. Oh well, whatever. Can't do much about that shit. Just try to focus red if you can. So you can't come in for another one of those. Very good position otherwise. Get the healing ward if you can. Yeah, it is a bit late, but I did ask. I was like, dude, do you need help? Alright, no, we don't. We're fine. I think we're fine. I got reinforcements coming.
Time to go. Aye, sir. Aye. Shoot, get go. What do you need? Time to go.
At your call.
forces are under
Keeping these guys back whilst I'm pushing forward from this side. because I don't want to lose units for nothing.
Time to go. At your call. You have a target.
Just distract him, basically,
Let me face the terror.
whilst we're pushing the main agenda.
What would you ask of me?
Did you just assume my agenda?
Off I go then.
At your call. For my people. What would you
Okay, you guys can group up now.
Forces are under attack. Allied town is under siege.
Aye, sir.
What would you ask of me? As you wish. For honor. As you wish. It shall be done.
What do you need?
Time to go. At your call. For honor. It shall be done. For my people. As line is running. What would you ask of me?
Aye, sir.
Let me face the devil. For my people.
Got to delicately move him, otherwise he's going to get blocked by every single unit under the sun.
I am not afraid.
Now we'll really hammer home the point with some scrolls.
You have a target? What do you need?
I am not afraid.
Aye,
It's
sir.
pretty hard to resist versus this now, like a gajillion riflemen with like upgrades.
What do you need?
At your call. Let me face the devil.
I'm your shooter.
I'll take care of it.
It's much easier
Have a target?
being in the attacking position
Time to go.
I'm your shooter. What do you need?
because they're forced to basically come into you.
I'm your
Time to
shooter.
go. I'll take care of it. At your call.
Aye, sir.
At your call.
What do you need? Aye, sir.
It shall be done. And at your call. I am not afraid.
What do you need? I'm your shooter. What do you have? A taste in the sight.
Give him a heal.
I'm your shooter.
Level 6 Paladin soon.
You have a target?
But I won't have the mana for you know what. I have to just almost wait deliberately. Yeah, rifles seem to be working a little bit better. The red guy can't get in because he's got mostly air. Shoot down the gyros. Have a good time. Almost got resurrection. Oh! G. So, didn't squeeze the Blood Mage in, but the Paladin did get level 6 because of that, so it was kind of nice to get to see his ultimate. There you go.